my money to the brink. Your money just extinct. You should eat a Tide Pod cause you wash and you stink. Want me to think you get girls do? Why is you lying? I don't buy it, man. You made them chicks up. John Hughes, weird science. Went to public school in NYC, so I'm stupid with the words, fuck a SAT. Smart enough to go to college, but not for free. Only eat what was allowed in the EBT. While y'all was filling out FAFSAs, I was trying to get my money faster. Trying to be a model, get my racks up. Trying to be the flyest motherfucker, that's my NASA. Realist paint a picture, verified any caption. Fuego, 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 too hot, fuego, you not, fuego. Cops, fuego, new block, fuego, 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 caliente, fuck you, I meant it, I steal your girl, smooth, suavemente.
Young senorita, eat it like a pita. Pretty in the face, I'm the new black Mona Lisa. I'm the new black Amex, no visa. Just to get a taste, he applied for the visa. Your girl hating, but your man's a believer. Got him switching sides like Vegeta. To beat Gohan, you gon' need God and Frieza. Rest in peace, now your whole fam sitting shiver. My life bonita. I get more cheese than Chester the cheetah. Dipped in a bowl of Velveeta. Mira, this fuego is off. The meters is ether. I got make you follow the leader.
Fuego, 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 fuego.
I'm the new black Mona Lisa. I'm the new black Amex, no visa. Just to get a taste here.
You stink, want me to think you get girls do? Why is you lying? I don't buy it, man. You made them chicks up. John Hughes, weird science. Went to public school in NYC, so I'm stupid with the words, fuck a SAT. Smart enough to go to college, but not for free. Only eat what was allowed in the EBT. While y'all was filling out FAFSAs, I was trying to get my money faster. Trying to be a model, get my racks up. Trying to be the flyest motherfucker, that's my NASA. Realist paint a picture, verified any caption. Fuego, 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 too hot, fuego, you not, fuego. Cops, fuego, new block, fuego, 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 caliente, fuck you, I meant it, I steal your girl, smooth, suavemente.
Young senorita, eat it like a pita. Pretty in the face, I'm the new black Mona Lisa. I'm the new black Amex, no visa. Just to get a taste, he applied for the visa. Your girl hating, but your man's a believer. Got him switching sides like Vegeta. To beat Gohan, you gon' need God and Frieza. Rest in peace, now your whole fam sitting shiver. My life bonita. I get more cheese than Chester the cheetah. Dipped in a bowl of Velveeta. Mira, this fuego is off. The meters is ether. I got make you follow the leader.
Fuego, 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 too hot, fuego, you not, fuego, cops, fuego, new block, fuego, 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 caliente, fuck you, I meant it, I steal your girl, smooth, suavemente.
ICMTU is short for I Can't Make This Up, which is a live comedy show hosted by AJ Dunk, spelled all caps. ICMTU brings people together from different backgrounds by sharing true stories that have happened in their lives. This episode shout out goes to Signed by All Caps. If you're on Instagram, make sure you check out Signed by All Caps. You can get custom material made. If you got a shirt idea in mind, we could bring it to a shirt. If you got a hoodie idea in mind, we could bring it to a hoodie. If you got, I don't know, if you want to be like it and you got a thong idea in mind, shoot, we could even do that too. Make sure you check out Signed by All Caps on Instagram. All right, that is our shout out for today. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to ICMTU and enjoy the rest of the show. Hey, oh shoot, look at that. Look at me. Look at me. Boy, oh boy. It's Thursday, baby. We up in here. We here. What's good? What's good? Hello. Yeah, that shit was smooth as hell. I agree with you. That shit was smooth. What's good? What's good, everybody? Let me know how you feeling. Give me some comments. Let me know. Oh, I got loud. My dog trying to leave. Go ahead, Zip. All right. See you later, buddy. Okay, so let me know in the comments where you coming in from, where you checking in from. I like to see how my guests come in, talk to them, because this is that type of show. It's not a show where we just sit back and we just, respectfully listen. Nah, we in here talking. It's interactive, baby. I want to see how you doing. Even people that's in the back, how you doing. Listen, if you sitting next to somebody else and they watching on their phone, grab their phone and send a comment. All right? That's how we do over here. It's all about fun and laughter and getting to know each other and having fun. All right, my dude, I'm sorry if I keep going like this. I got to let my dog in and out. He don't know what he want to do. I'll show y'all real quick. This will be doing on I Can't Make This Up. That's how we doing today. Yep, give him the eye zip. All right, you ready? All right, there he is. Okay, everybody. Oh, about to play ball and sip on Arizona. Okay. And then we got some star emojis. Okay. And yes, everybody, like he said, he's about to play ball and sip on some Arizona. Now's the time. Okay, so if you want to get your smokes in, go get your smokes. If you want to get your sips in, go get your sips. And if you want to take a shit, now's the time to go take a quick shit, all right? So you can pick your options. You can do all three if you want to. If you're really talented, you could take a shit while you smoke and you sip, all right? So now, while you do that, everybody that's watching on Instagram, now's your time. Smoke, sips, and shits. Do that, and then you can make your way over to Twitch. That's where we are over here. And everybody that's on Twitch, that's what we're going to do. Smoke, sips, and shits. While you get ready and do that, I'm going to get ready. All right? So, let's get it. Hey! Hey, we going camo today. Ooh, that shit knocking. Hey. Why you pouring your drink? Oh, hit it. Why you puff pass? Hey. And why you shitting? Ooh, yeah. Oh. All right, yeah, we in here, baby, yeah. Oh, damn, I forgot my brush. My waves is a little bit offshore. I don't know. Maybe it's like we'll just count it as something in the ocean. All right, that's when you know you too close. But the waves is there. The waves is there, baby. Yeah. We up in here. Let me know, everybody, in the comments. What are you sipping? What are you smoking? And let me know if you're shitting. Let me know if you're shitting on somebody. That's what it is. I don't want to know if you're doing a number two. Like, let me know if you're shitting on people, because it's Thursday. It's been a long week, and somebody probably done said something to you, and you want to shit on them. So let me know in the comments what it's looking like. Okay? Let's get it. Also, let me know where you at. Let me know. Woo! Now, people that's doing all that, come back. It's about that time. I asked my guy, Big Willie Get Silly. There's only one other thing that we need to do in order to get this show started, and that is play the intro by the band Salt Pepper Ketchup, spelled one word, featuring my guy Jesus from the Bodega Cat.
Neither can I guess, that's why we have fun here. You know we can't make this up. Neither can I guess, that's why we have fun here. Yeah, I can't make this up, baby. Ya tú sabes, coño, ahí lo fuimos.
Welcome to another episode of I Can't Make This Up. I'm your host, AJ Dunk, spelled all caps. You can find me at www.ajdunk.com. From there, you got my Facebook, my Instagram, and my Twitter. It's all located at ajdunk.com. So when you're done here at the Lit Verse, you can make your way over to ajdunk.com and you can see previous episodes of I Can't Make This Up, along with a lot of other entertainment. And while you're here, I can explain to you real quick what the Lit Verse is. The Lit Verse is a place where you can come to see people that look like this perform comedy. Less of this, more of this. Okay, so you can come here to enjoy that, where you can get some comedy, where you can relate to what we're talking about. So in order to do that, what you do is bing, right here. You see that? Follow the Lit Verse. Make sure you hit that follow button. Follow. Because otherwise you're going to text me and ask me, hey, AJ, let me know when the show is, you ain't got to do all that. If you just follow, it's going to come up and tell you for me. Bing! That's the magic in it. Make sure you follow because there's other shows too. You got Talking Shit with Marlon and Greg. You've got The Gosh. You got Psychic Bars. You've got a lot of things going on at the Litverse. So make sure that you follow and subscribe. Okay? Now, y'all know that I martini. My boss. Martinelli's. My fault. Okay, whatever the fuck that is. Okay, Martinelli's. That must be something. Ooh, no thanks. And you shitting on your boss. All right. Okay. Now, it's that time, everybody. Now you know that I always have a guest come on to ICMTU, and I consider all my guests to be special. If they're taking the time out of their day to be on an episode of I Can't Make This Up, I have to consider them special. So, Big Willie Gets Silly, spelled all one word, all caps. If you would, when I'm ready and when the people are ready, I need everybody at home. I need you to make some noise. I want you to yell out the window. I want you to bang on the window. I want you to break your window. Whatever you feel is right for you. I want you to make some noise, though. Even though we can't hear it, we're going to be able to feel it. All right, Big Willie Gets Silly, if you would, please bring in my guest.
What's up?
Hello.
This is the closest to live energy that I've experienced in a long time. So thank you.
Hey, we closest to live energy. This shit is live.
This is but like live stage energy. Like my 3 cold brews that I had today is not going to waste. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Hello. Thank you for having me.
No doubt. Now, if you will take the time to introduce yourself and let everybody know a little bit about you.
Oh, dear. Okay, well, my name is Ariana. Ariana Rodriguez. I'm a comedian. I do sketch comedy, stand-up, I act, and mainly act a fool. And that's it. I'm just a goofy broad. I'm a goofy, talkative broad that has a lot of stories. So I feel like I'm just a shoo-in. Today. I'm so excited. Like, I love this. I can't make this up. That literally is how I preface every story when I tell my girlfriends. Every story. So I'm like, this is a match made in heaven.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my God. Listen, my ego. I don't even know if this frame can hold my head. So don't let it blow up too much.
Yeah, and they made it. They stay proud. Thank you. I know.
Hey.
No, so thank you for that. Look, you got some Ariana with some.
Is that Arizona? Oh no, Martinelli's. What are you drinking? Martinelli's or Arizona? He made Martinelli's sound hard. He was like, Martinelli's and my boss. All right.
Yeah, because I looked at it quick and I was like, oh, martinis, and because I'm just like, oh, Mart, and then I'm like, it's usually martinis, but no, Martinelli's. Okay.
My mind goes there too. My mind goes immediately to martinis. It's okay.
I have to ask you, what would you be sipping or smoking, or who would you be shitting on?
So sipping coffee all day, every day. Too much, a lot, like a lot. I love it. It keeps me going, but when I crash, I crash. Smoke. I don't smoke. Apple juice is a shit. I don't smoke, but I light a hell of a lot of incense in my apartment.
That's smoke. Okay.
Like a lot. That's as much smoke as I get in here. I keeps me grounded because I tend to go, into the stars. So I do a little meditation and stretches and stuff. And shitting, I mean, with the amounts of coffee that I put into my body, AJ. I don't even have time to shit on people because I'm too busy trying not to shit on myself. Like the diuretic kind. I actually took a big one before the show, so you're welcome.
Oh man.
You're welcome. I am my life. Is it a cold brews or is it just
like I can't do coffee like that. I it's just not made. Certain people it's not for. I drank a cup of coffee one time from this coffee shop around here. Got nothing extra, nothing added. I'm like, I don't want all that shit and stuff. I drank that shit and I felt like a real fiend. Like I was sleepy but awake, and it was just like I was like moving.
That's the feeling I go for. Is I need to be completely cracked out on the verge of a nervous breakdown to feel alive.
Hell no, I feel like that on the regular. Hell no.
I don't know. I'm already hyped up, and then I drink so much coffee. I need to be like, people are like, you all right? Like I'm buzzing in place. It's just I'm a straight up fiend. It's just something I got used to. I started drinking coffee ever since I came to the city, and it's just like
you put it in an IV and just give it to me.
I paid Dunkin' Donuts rent. Let me just say that. I paid Dunkin' Donuts rent. The one across my street is open still through the pandemic because of me.
Okay, so now I have guests that come from all over. I've had guests from Barcelona, I've guests from California, Texas, Virginia, all over. Oh, we'll have to save that. We'll have to save that for later. Maybe we warm her up a little bit, then maybe that might happen. We'll see.
I'm a damn. I am a good dancer. How you know? It's been years. They must have saw me at some bar top one day. That's how it happens.
It's like a bike. Once you fall off one time, you
get back on the bar.
That's right. So, like I said, I have guests that come from all different places. So I like to check in to see where my guests are. Now, I am located in Jersey City. Where are you checking in from?
Me?
Yes.
Them? Oh, hell, I'm in North Bergen, so we're neighbors, bro.
Oh,
we are hella close. North Bergen.
Okay.
Jersey. I moved here like two or 3 years ago, and I love it over here.
Oh, okay. I think I'm gonna stay put where I am, but okay, I'm with you. I really don't know that much about North Bergen.
It's nice. You see, it's a skyline. Everybody has a dog. The dogs have dogs. It's very dog friendly. I'm the only one that doesn't have a dog. I'm the creep, like by the dog parks. Like, they're like, she doesn't even have a dog. I'm like, he's so cute and fluffy.
I'm definitely gonna stay where I am then, because I have a dog, but I'm not a dog person. Like, you don't get to choose your family, and this is my family. So
that's messed up. What's his name? Zip?
Yes.
Zip.
Yeah. It's my wife's dog. So yeah. I allow me to live with them. So I'm gonna keep it how it is.
So you have to get in good with him. You have to make sure he puts a good word for you.
Exactly. All right. So Ariana, are you ready for me to explain to everybody what is about to happen?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So everybody that's tuned in right now, I don't care if it's your first time. I don't care if it's your fifth time. I don't care if you clocked in more than we can count. Infinity plus infinity. I'm about to tell you what's going to happen. Now, me, the host of I Can't Make This Up, AJ Dunk, spelled all caps, invites guests here to share true stories that have happened in their life that they cannot make up. So now, while Ariana is telling this story, I want you to comment, like you've been commenting. Comment. You can comment until you don't even know the letters on your keyboard. Keep going. I'm going to be reading the comments. I'm going to also be listening to Ariana, and I'm also going to be taking my own notes, because once the story is done, we're going to be asking some questions. So if you're commenting and you feel like a question comes, comment, put a question mark after it. Put like a couple question marks if you really want us to see it. So, for example, if you want to ask a question like, "Hey, is that a screensaver on your TV, or are you watching Brokeback Mountain?" If it relates to the story, then we might ask it. Otherwise, we'll pass it. But otherwise, comment, 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 comment. And if you have a question, put question marks. All right. I'm going to tell Zip you said that, but you're right. It's his house, not yours.
Oh, shit.
Like I
See,
said,
I told you.
this I can't make this up. There's no. This is how
He's like,
it.
it's politics. I know. I know. I know.
Now, Ariana, before you tell this story, I just have to ask you one thing. Do you pinky promise that this story is true?
Oh, I pinky promise. I pinky. I wish it wasn't. Pinky promise. This is not even made. Not, what is it? I can't make this up. I cannot make this up.
Oh. All right.
I couldn't.
Everybody that is watching on Instagram, now is your time. If you want to, you can make your way over to Twitch to see the guests. Otherwise, you can stay comfortable where you are and you can listen. And again, everybody, I have not heard this story, so I'm going to be hearing it for the first time, just like everybody else. So, Ariana, if you would, please share this story.
Oh, we're about to get to know each other, AJ. I have not shared this story with I don't think anyone. Yeah, I haven't shared the story out loud. I haven't shared this story with anyone. But it's something that I absolutely cannot make this up. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it.
All right. Diving in.
All right. So I'm not like a morning sex person. Oh. Right. But but this particular morning, maybe I'll preface it with this. I have a boyfriend, and this is in the beginning of our relationship.
There we go.
We're not living with each other yet. You know, I'm kind of like staying over his house. He's coming over mine. I was living in the Bronx. He was living in Jersey. So we have to like stay over a couple days each, you know, each place or whatever. And, you know, just like that gooey, romantic, disgusting, suffocating love that you have in the beginning, I was going through that. So, you know, wake up in the morning and it's like, I mean, like I said, I'm not into morning sex, but you know, he's all about it. I actually make fun of him. I was like, wow, you like sleepy bitches, maybe kind of like Cosby or something. All right. Okay. It's not a red flag or anything. I need to open up my mind. But anyways, it's lovemaking nonetheless. And, you know, we get down. We get down and we got down. And this one morning before he had to go to work, I was staying over his crib. So he lives in a studio apartment. And, you know, just a small studio, little kitchen. You can see everything's like kind of in reaching distance. And then you have the bed. And love it though. Cozy. I'm not a woman of many, I don't need luxuries. I'm very simple. I just need that thing.
And coffee.
And coffee. And lots of coffee. And this morning we had at it. We've had at it. And he got up, he hopped in the shower, got dressed, and went to work. I didn't have to work, so I just sprawled out like a starfish, butt ass naked, just sleeping in. Didn't care. And then I was knocked out, but you know, you could feel someone leave. So I felt him leave, and I'm just by myself. I'm like, all right, you know, I was like, Ferris Bueller, like, I'm just like by myself in the apartment and not a care in the world. I don't even have the sheets on me, you know, and I hear like a knock. So it's like, all right, that's weird. I thought it was next door. I didn't hear the knock on the door. I was like, oh, okay. It starts getting louder. And I'm like, well, you know, this is like I figured this would be the second pounding. I'd get I had a pounding in bed and there's like, yeah. So, but you assume I'm not the one that lives there. So if it's a landlord, I just kind of wait until it passes. It doesn't. So I'm like, oh, it must be, and maybe Mike left his keys. So I'm kind of coming to, and then I hear the keys go into the doorknob. And I'm like, oh, so maybe he didn't leave his keys. He probably just left something. So I'm literally just like half in, half out, and I'm just laying there. And I hear the keys jiggle, and the door opens, and I'm like, oh, he's coming in any second. I don't bother to cover myself. And I hear, hello? Hello? I'm like, hello? And my brain went, it sounded like the lady housekeeping. I was like, oh shit. Like it's a maid or somebody's, it's a wrong apartment. Like my brain goes in the, I'm like, no, please wait. And I'm not, someone's here. You know, kind of like what you say, just dismiss somebody from a hotel room, right? Someone's here. Hello, hola. And then they start speaking Spanish. Hola, hello, estoy aquí. And I start, oh, so she didn't understand. Espera, que estoy aquí. Estoy aquí, por favor, dame un momento para ponerme ropa, por favor. ¿Qué? Excuse me, ay, perdona. And I'm like, por favor, dame un momento. And I'm like, holy shit, this is happening. I can even hear the door closing behind her. And I'm like, oh, this is okay. So I'm like gathering everything I possibly can from the bed, which is like comforter, pajama pants, fucking rotten panties. Like just piling everything into a mountain. Like I'm in such a panic. Like when I get into my panic mode, like there's my flight or fight is broken. Like it's nonsense. So I just like put all the comforters into a ball and make like a fort instead of throwing it on myself. So I'm like hiding behind this comforter ball. And she comes in. And she goes, hello? Oh, perdona. I'm like, and I'm still begging her, please, por favor, if you could just wait by the door, espera por la puerta para yo ponerme ropa, por favor. I'm like begging her at this point. And I'm already like, literally, we're negotiating. By this point, she's at the end of the bed, staring at me. And I'm literally like, behind the comforter. I'm like, please, por favor, can I go back to the door so I can get dressed? And she's just like, oh, perdona. In broken English, she says, I'm really sorry I had to meet you like this. And that's when I realized it was my boyfriend's mother. So, okay, no te preocupes. So I actually take the sheet and I go under it. And I'm naked, and in the sheet, I'm like, what's here that I can put on? And she's apologizing, and a really nice, like super, you know, she's older. She was a mature woman, you know, she's elderly, and and I'm underneath. You ever had that feeling? AJ, have you gone to the beach? And you know how you have to change into your bathing suit, but you have like a cousin or somebody hold a towel, but it's not like 100,000% secure because you don't know if they're gonna fuck with you and like drop the towel, and then you have your nuts like waving in the, you know, in my case, my cooter. So it's like you have that like, oh shit. So I'm under the blanket thinking she's gonna rip, I don't know, and I'm like putting on his pajamas. So then I got his pajamas on, and I go, and I had no color in my face. I didn't know what was happening. I must have been like hungover from the night before. And all I can think of was like, if she would have came, huh?
And you were hungover from the morning too.
From the I was hungover all corners of that bed. But listen to this. She's just standing there, like apologizing, but nice. And I'm like, oh my God, like I'm just thinking, holy shit, if you would have came like a couple minutes before, you would have walked in on us. And my mind's racing, like, oh, like you couldn't have left. And I was like, oh, maybe I'm the one intruding. They have an arrangement. Does she live here? Does she clean for him? Like there was all these red flags, and we had just started dating. I was like, this is not okay if she comes in and cleans. And anyway, she comes, and once I put my clothes on, very casually starts taking off her jacket. Now, I'm telling you, this is a studio apartment, so it's just us, all right? And the smell of passion in the air, okay? Like it's that smell, that funk in the air. Me and her, she puts her purse down, she starts wrapping up the garbage, fluffing pillows, and I'm standing there in silence. Like I just like, I didn't know what to do. I just wanted to peel my flesh off. So then I'm like, okay, perdona, yes, sorry que te conocí así, pero mucho gusto. And I start making the bed, and she goes over and drops what she's doing, very much just like my boyfriend. little micromanaging. She comes over and she goes, "What are you doing over here?" And starts making the bed with me. So I'm making the bed and she starts making it with me, but then she pauses and looks at me like really puzzled. She goes, "Well, don't you want to change them?" And I'm thinking, obviously, it's like I felt like I was changing my panties in front of her. Okay. And I'm like, yeah, maybe, I was thinking later, like, it was just, I never felt so uncomfortable. I never, like, I just wanted to jump out the window or I couldn't escape. I just was there. And I go, okay, all right, sure, see you. Okay. And we start taking off sheets and I'm like, yo, fuck. Like, I'm like praying that they don't see the wet spot. Think about it.
Oh,
There's a
yeah.
wall. Anyway, by this time I'm thinking like it's still warm. There was no time like from the time my guy left to then that the wet spot had even caught a chill. Okay, so I'm like, whatever happens. So we start taking it. I try to go for the fitted sheet first. And anyway, we take it off and I grab all the dirty sheets and I put them away and she comes in with new ones and she starts putting them like, all right, I got to figure out how to get out of this. So while she's making the bed, I'm like, we're moving change right in. While she's making the bed, I'm like, all right, I'm going to go and take a shower. Okay. So I'm like, I'm going to shower, but I'll see you. It was so nice to meet you. It was so nice to meet you. Kind of like when I come out of the shower, I'm praying to God that you're not going to be here. So I go into the shower and I'm going very slow and I come out in a towel and guess who's there? Mom. Mom's still there, sitting down on her phone. And I go, oh, okay. Hey, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna so we talk and I'm just getting dressed awkwardly. And she's like, oh, and I think it's time for her to start comparing me to his ex-wife. And she's but no, you ever, this is way TMI, but this is my style. But she's comparing me to the ex-wife, but I think as a compliment. Like, it's not the way to go. Instead of like, you shouldn't bash another person to put the other person up, kind of thing. And I'm like sitting there even more like, holy shit, like I didn't know what to do. So anyways, I told you I had that day off, right? I had that day off, but you better believe that whatever business clothes I had in the suitcase, I put on. I think I even threw on heels to make it look like I was going to head out to a fucking job. It was my day off. And I dressed up, put makeup on, like I had to like try to change myself as much as possible to not look like the floozy that she caught in bed in her son's bed. So I like really did myself, like, I clean up good kind of thing. So I got myself dressed up and I go, mucho gusto conocerte, Amparo. Oh, I'm sorry I had to meet like this. And I'm so sorry that we sorry that we had to meet like this too. So sorry. So I leave. I must have wandered around. There was nowhere for me to really go. I was in Jersey. I didn't live in Jersey at the time. I lived in the Bronx. Okay. I also went to a cafe and like waited for like the color and the blood flow to come back into my body. Still, even just thinking about it. But anyways, she did leave.
Oh, she has left.
She did leave eventually, and I came back hours later from doing fuck all. I came back hours later and kind of just got myself together and got over the shock. I didn't tell anyone. Actually, I might have mentioned it to my mom that I didn't say it the way in detail like I told this story, but I told my mom that awkward, like she almost walked in on me while I was in bed and she gave a laugh and she's like, I don't know. Moms have been through everything. So she didn't find it that exciting, but I was mortified. And then later, I guess she told my boyfriend that she had met me. And I'm like, oh my God, what did she say? Like, apparently nothing. She didn't mention anything. It was just like, oh, I met, she's so sweet. She said that she told my boyfriend that I was like, sweetheart, and this and this and that. And my boyfriend comes to me, so what did you think? Like, how was meeting my mom? And I go, she was lovely.
So you didn't tell him? Oh, shit. No. Oh my God!
She was lovely. That's it. I cannot make this shit up. I did not tell him. I told him probably 2 years in after, and I was in one of my girl bitchy moods, and I was like, well, you should see how I met your mom. That was an impression, and that's how it came out, unfortunately. But I just like, it's his mom, and I hold moms in high regard. Like if I was to, like, if he goes, babe, I'm gonna take you to meet my mother, like I would have dressed up and like at respect and all this. She found me butt naked in bed, changing como una tráfala, tecata de la calle, like. I was like, there's no coming out. She knows what happened, and then she helped me change the sheets, and it was horrible. So I walked from Bronx to Jersey. Yes, I could have easily walked from Jersey to the Bronx with the level of humiliation and the level of.
Oh my
but later I told him. I didn't tell him that day. I go, she was lovely. She was a doll.
And like, I was thinking when I only wrote down 2 things because I don't have to write down much, but I wrote down right before you said that it was his mother.
Yeah.
I wrote down, mommy was gonna give you a talking to, because you made it seem like it was the maid or somebody that was coming to clean his place. And I'm like, okay, she's not leaving. So she's gonna be just an older person. I felt like this person was older, and they're gonna educate you on something. Like, hey, sweetheart, you should do this, do that. Oh, he's a kind man. Do this, do that. I was like, there's gonna be a talking to, but I didn't know that the talking to was gonna come from his mother. And
it was small talk, and she didn't acknowledge the fact that I was. Obviously had slept over, that she had never met me,
Oh, she did. She
met me. She met me.
She stayed there while you were in the shower. And that's when she picked up on everything. She was like, oh.
I was like, I think and the fact I literally did everything. I pulled this out, like, please wait or come back, or, like, I'll see you later, bye. And like hopped in the shower, hoping and praying that maybe she'd excuse herself. There was like no connection, like, oh, maybe I should let this young lady know. But she was polite because she was cleaning. So it was like, it was weird. And she wasn't doing it maliciously, but she was like, well, this is what it is, kind of thing. Like, we're both here. It was just like, we're both here and this is it,
But he gave you no kind of heads up, like, hey, just so you know, my mom stops by every now and then and cleans my apartment.
Not at all. And I didn't know she would have a key either. I didn't. Yeah, I mean, he was single for a while. So I guess, and she's older, so I'm sure she let herself in. But I had no fucking idea that people were going to come in and out willy-nilly into the apartment. Because it was hella comfortable.
And it's not like you can say, oh, would you like me to go into the kitchen and get you something to drink? Because you're not leaving the room. You're still in that.
No, that's the thing. Everything was the room. The bathroom was the only way to escape. And it's a small, like, I'm telling you, like, the vibe,
the smell.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
all the senses.
I'm sure she can sense that I'm like how it was very embarrassing. But you know what? I got to tell you, me and her, like, best friends now. Best friends. I talk to her and I'm like, hey! And she's always laughing. I mean, she's a much older woman, so she laughs at her, but she's a doll. She's a doll. And I can see why. She's very nonchalant, like, She's seen it all. She's been through it all. Doesn't matter.
She's definitely seen it all. I guarantee you that lady has seen some stuff from the good all the way to the bad, and nobody knows but her because she's just like, oh yeah, and just says, oh yeah, this is
And no, but it's also like that wait, how long did it take for y'all not to be awkward? There was no, for me, it was no moment at all where it was never not awkward. It was never not awkward. Never not awkward.
Mom was cool forever.
She was chilling. She was fine. You know, she talked about how wonderful her son was. And I was like, what do I say? I was like, yeah, you should have seen him. You should have seen. It was like a wrestling match this morning, Mom. Like, what do I say? I'm like, oh, you know, I just don't know. I didn't know what the proper, you know.
At that point, you say that because you've already spoken in two different language, letting her know before she comes in, hey, I need a moment. You said it in two different languages, so you can only say, hey,
is she playing stupid? I'm like, is she playing dumb? Because I was like, hello, like, por favor, stop. And she keeps like talking and making her way in. And then she's like, oh, I didn't know anybody was here. Yeah, you did. Because for like a whole minute, we were going, hello. So obviously it wasn't an echo because I was responding in two languages. And you still came. And then now she was like, kind of like, she was at the foot of the bed trying to apologize and try to like, well, I just had to put clothes on. But it's awesome. I have an awesome relationship with her now.
I'm gonna have to break down to you what she really did. For people that are watching that heard the story, this is what Mom really did. So Mom heard the voice and knew it was a woman's voice. So Mom from then on was like, I need to see who this is. I need to inspect them, see who my son has up in here. Because I want to know, like, oh, you leaving somebody up in here? Let me come see. So not only was she seeing that, but then she was trying to see how you kept yourself, how you would react in that situation, see when you were gonna crack, and just be like, oh, okay. Now and then to take the sheets, she was like, okay, now we're really gonna do it. Let's go. Come on.
It has to be a motive, right? Like, who does that? Like, she wasn't trying to mind it at all. It has to be some territory thing. Like listen, lady. Like, I don't care who little girlfriend you think you are, but this is my son's apartment. I run this shit. It's pretty much what she said without saying it. So making the sheets, cleaning around me. So it's like I didn't exist, but I did. It was fucking weird. And I'm just like, what do I do? I just wanted to treat her with the utmost respect. And I did. I just went along with everything. But fuck, was that a, oh my God, my mom. Yeah, well, I wonder what her side of the story would have been. So I saw some skanky hoe in my son's bed, butt naked. And she has the audacity to tell me to wait. This is my son's house. I can imagine. No, she seems pretty cool. She doesn't seem like. She seems cool. I mean, but you know, she's like, you know, like those old school Colombian moms, like very passive aggressive, like, oh, but it's still my son's house. So like they're polite, but they still like throw their jabs in. Yeah, that's her.
Now, somebody else has shared a story in the comments, and it was long. I'm trying to read it, but I will pop it up. So they said, I dated this cute-ass Puerto Rican girl. Her friend would always be there, you know, having her girls back. One day I decided to surprise my hot mama, rolled up to her apartment uptown, where else? Or, of course, flowers and all. Her girl was there, left as soon as I got there. So I made a comment, yo, you and so-and-so having an affair? She starts crying. Yup. They were having a relationship. My boy was like, yo, you should be happy. That's off the hook. I was like, man, I'm in love with her. So your situation went a lot better than this situation.
Damn. So wait, he walked in or she was hooking up with somebody else?
It was like basically, oh, this is somebody that's always around. This is my friend, but it's really more than your friend. That's what I got.
I don't play that shit.
Yeah.
His mom talks to me first. I have no friends. That's it. It's just like the two of us and like penguins in the Atlantic. Nobody's around us. That's just crazy. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Shit, my relationship has flourished since the. Oh, he didn't walk in. I'm glad he didn't.
But she was.
Oh, that fucking
you
sucks.
made the comment as a joke. Well, I'm happy that it's a joke for you because I was about to feel bad. I was about to be like, God damn, bud.
Oh, so it's not real. Okay, so she didn't have an affair? Wait, I feel like I'm being mindfucked.
I'm confused.
Well, sir, I'm sorry if she was playing you like a lotto ticket, and if she wasn't, still, never great imagination. I wish I made my shit up. The level of mortification is like none other.
No, it wasn't after I realized the joke was true. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
Riddling. Riddle me this. Carry the one if the neighbor and the sister walks upstairs and serenades them with a flower. At what time does the train arrive?
I might have to get them on to tell this story to get some more clarification.
Yeah. But I hear it. I hear it.
So the question that nobody asked that I'm surprised they didn't ask was, did you then continue to have morning sex after this happened?
I've never had morning sex since then.
Lies! They said, Mom, can you go in the bathroom real quick, please? Because we need the whole studio.
Every time he turns over, I'm like, what going today? Oh, sorry. I thought your mom was coming. It's like, can we wait for the nighttime when I know it's safe? Hello. Every time we're making out or doing foreplay, all I hear in my mind is, hello. Anyone here? Just me trying to make love to your son. Echoes in my.
You got a FaceTimer right before. Like, hey, Ma, show me everywhere around you. Show me everywhere.
Oh my God. Yeah. And I like to listen. I mean, it never works out, but I try to be polite. I'm really polite. Like, I'm very polite, PC, friendly, as like to a fault, where people are like, welcome at, so in this case, I did have like expressions of like sarcastic, like, what the fuck is happening here, but I kept it, it was her place, or, I just kept going with it.
Yep, it was her place. And the one thing that would have just really set it all off, and I would have known who Mom is if she would have pulled out a black light. That would have been some
oh
shit.
My fuck, I wouldn't be surprised.
Let's change this. Hold on.
That's the only thing that she misses to give me a pap smear, because that's how intrusive that whole thing was. I felt more naked than I can't even tell you. Like, my whole soul was exposed. I was like, the shame. It's my favorite feeling now. I love to roll in the shame.
You should hang those sheets up on your wall.
See that wet spot?
Now, Ariana, I have to ask you this, because I ask all my guests this. From the time that we said hello to you in this episode to the time where we say see you later, how is it that you would like the people to remember you?
I did this to myself too. I chose this story because I like to feel this feeling. I'm a masochist. I would say I don't know, that I'm polite as fuck. That to the end, the respect that I gave this woman, the don't worry about me, my yes and game. My friends made fun of me that my yes and game is strong, because she was like, "Oh, we're going to change the sheets." I'm like, "Yeah." And meanwhile, obviously, I don't want to. It stains all over, or And I'm like, okay, just going with the flow. So that's Ari. That's a person who's always going to be really nice, really polite to the end. And then later, go and I don't know. I don't even remember what I did that day. Who knows? I try to suppress it. That's what I do.
Oh. Okay, if anybody has any last minute questions, comments, whatever it may be, send them now before Ariana gets out of here. Now, oh boy, I feel sorry for that person. I hope that person's all right. Tumakana,
Yeah.
you're an agent and you good. You said as a joke, so I hope you're still laughing. Now, before you get out of here, Ariana, is there anything that you want to plug or address or?
Well, I guess COVID's getting back into the swing of things. So some comedy clubs are opening. My handle's here. It's funny. Oh, okay. So come check me out. I'm gonna go back into doing some stand up. I will put my dates on I'm on Instagram, so that's my handle there. It's Ariana R. And I will put my dates for Grizzly Pear coming up. I have a Latino laughter show coming up. Just slowly creeping into just making people laugh again, and or being in it so people like you can make me laugh. It's the medicine, right? It's definitely the medicine. So I'm also working on a project called Dominican York that I'm really excited about. I had a couple of ladies, Yessi Ramirez and Michelle Ramirez, worked very, very hard on a dope web series, and I'm going to be helping them direct for the second season. So that's one thing as well. And yeah, and hopefully I can go into my archives and see if I have any more stories for you.
Shit, I bet you do. And if not, I'll ask your boyfriend's mom because I know she
Let me tell you about this stupid skank bitch.
Now, that's a person that I will get coffee with. I'll make an exception and I'll drink coffee with her. That's the one. Oh, and they said I'm good long time ago. Laugh about it now. Yep. Good. So what I will do for Tumakana 007 is if you go to ajdunk.com and you go under the contact, because you came on this episode and you shared that story and you were here and present and doing all this, I will send you some merch. I do have I Can't Make This Up shirts. So if you go to ajdunk.com under the contact, send me a message, let me know that you were the person that I was speaking to during the show, and I will get you a shirt. All right?
That's dope.
So before you get out of here, Ariana, is there the last words that you would like to leave with the people?
Just thank you for listening to the story. And I don't know, I hope that we continue to find these ways to connect with each other. I think this is very healing for the soul. So that's all. Just thanks for having me on.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it. I greatly do. Thank you for coming on here, sharing that, breaking the story here on I Can't Make This Up. So
no, everybody's gonna know. Everybody. Actually, now I can play it for my boyfriend. Remember? You want to know how I met your mom? Play this.
All right. Thank you. Enjoy the cup of coffee that you're probably going to have, and have a good day. Oh, man. Woo. Yeah, no doubt. Just make sure you go to ajdunk.com and go to that contact and send me a message. Yes. Oh, yes. And while we're all here, don't forget, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you subscribe, follow the Litverse. I Can't Make This Up. It comes on the Litverse every Thursday. The time might be a little different each week, but every Thursday you can catch a new episode of I Can't Make This Up with a new guest. Also, you have the Goss that's on the Litverse. You have Psychic Bars. You have Talking Shit with Marlon and Gray. There is a lot of different comedy shows, variety that you can come and see here. More of this, less of this. So make sure you subscribe, everybody, okay? Also, you can go to www.ajdunk.com. From there, I've got my Facebook, my Instagram, my Twitter. It's all located there. And when you go there, please hit the follow button. All right? That's so you don't have to text me and be like, hey, do you have new stuff? If you hit the follow button, they ain't got to tell you. It's going to tell you for me. All right? And also, I got my YouTube at ajdunk.com. And on my YouTube page, you can see sketches. You can see stand-up. You can see soup of the day. There's a lot that's there to offer. So you can find something for you, and then you could tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that you know this friend. All right? Once again, my name is AJ Dunk, spelled all caps. Don't forget. Oh, wait a minute. I almost forgot. Whoa. So, everybody, this story today, if you think this story is real, in the comments, let me get it in all caps. All right? In the comments, let me get it all caps if you think this story is real. If you think this story is not real, let me get a nah-ho. So, if it's real, let me get an all caps. If it's fake, let me get a nah-ho. All right? Now, I almost bypassed and forgot. What have we learned today? Ooh, we've got an all caps. Boom, there's one. What have we learned today? Today, we have learned that no matter how many languages somebody can speak, they still might be saying something different. Because they could be saying, oh yeah, they could be talking to you in Mandarin, they could talk to you in Latin, they could talk to you in English, they could talk to you in Pidgin, but they still might be saying something else. You got to pay attention to the body language, all right? That's what we learned today. Be yourself. All right. That's what you learned today. Cool. We all learning something. So again, my name is AJ Dunk, spelled all caps. Don't forget, laughter is always in style. And let them know, Ma.
I know you say you don't do cocaine. That's the thing. I'm just saying, like, no, I know. I'm just saying hypothetically. Hypothetically, if you were to
no cocaine.
I know. Conversations always go south when I bring up droga. I'm sorry. You don't do it.
That's a lie.
Okay. Can you? Okay.
Okay, tío Blue. Now, how you gonna answer my question?
Well, I feel like I did a great job, but now we got another one.